Welcome back to our channel, friends. This is Sonia here from Growing Craft. Thank you so much for dropping in. Now, before we start this video, please do make sure that you subscribe to our channel and do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you do not miss out any of our updates. Also, do check our website www.growingcraft.com and let's get started. So here what I have is a beautiful Christmas die set from Dress My Craft. So these are the ones, the moment I saw them, I literally fell in love with these dies and I knew what I'm going to create with this. So for the backing of the die, I have taken up my black color cardstock, and for the front one, I have taken up this beautiful pattern paper from Dress My Craft Christmas theme paper pack. Of course, I have listed down all the supplies down in the description box. You can check that. Now here I am using my Sizzix die machine to have this beautiful die cut, and you will see me that how I was struggling. Why I was struggling? Because of the camera setup, I did not have much of space, and this craft table is new, so I was struggling with so many things. But end of the day, when you see the dies coming out, it's absolutely pleasure. So this is one of the die which I'm using in this particular project, and I'm also going to another leaf die for this same project. Now this is done, and for the leaf one I'm going to take the same pattern paper, and of course I'm going to have a lot of leaves from this. So honestly, I actually took out around 50 to 60 leaves just because I was continuously doing this die die cutting work. I was really enjoying it, and that's the reason I just kept on doing it. So this is really fun when it comes to preparing something for the Christmas or Diwali, that once you start using these beautiful dies, you just want to use them again and again. Now here my dies are ready, and honestly I have done tons of them off camera. Now it's time to stick up my dies. So here the backing and the front one I have. So for sticking this, I'm going to use my liquid adhesive, and I'm just going to make sure that I apply generous amount of adhesive. Now here is a very quick tip. Whenever you are using these kind of intricate designs, you need to make sure that you apply a good amount of adhesive on the edges and also on the intricate parts, so that when you stick them, they stick well. Because if your intricate designs stick well, it's going to be perfectly fine on whichever and wherever you use it. So now this is almost done and pressed well, and this is ready. So similarly, I have done not one, not two, but lot of die cutting designs, and they look absolutely gorgeous. Now here I have taken up a cheesecloth of 2 different sizes, and I'm going to create a bow. Now this is pretty simple. Just fold it, wrap any extra ribbon or any thread around it, or stick it with your glue gun and make a bow. So here I'm using the same cheesecloth pieces to just wrap around and make a bow. I'm going to create bows of 2 different sizes so that I can use it on different levels of my hanging. So the process of making these bows are similar. I actually made around 15 to 20 bows of different sizes, like 2 different sizes, and I'm going to use that on my hanging. Now if you want, you can even create bows with your laces, with your another cloth, but I just felt that this is going to match perfectly with the kind of theme and the design I am looking for. So of course my bow collections are ready, and here I have a jute rope. Now this is really interesting. So instead of having any of the cardboard pieces or MDF pieces or anything, I just thought of having a rope beneath that, so that the way I want it, I can just twist it around and use it on whichever areas I want to decorate. So that's the reason I came up with this idea of having a rope. Now for the rope, first I thought I will have a braid. Then I thought I will stick it to a cardboard. Then I thought I will just stick it plain to each other, just to make sure that it sticks well and create a nice approximately 1.5 inch border for my die cuts. Now here I am using a very thick row, and because of its thickness I just had to have the 3 layers. If you want, you can go for the more layers, but 3 is something which I would suggest you to have. Now for sticking this, I actually had thought of so many options, and then finally I just felt that glue gun is the best thing, because this is one of the best quick sticking tool which I think we all should have in our craft room when it comes to a quick crafting and decor ideas, because they dry up very quickly. You just need to be a little careful when it's hot, but it's done. Now here I'm almost done with my sticking work, and once you're happy with it, then you have to start sticking your bows and your dies and your leaves and everything. So I'll start with one point of my rope. I'm first having my bow, and then on the top of it I'm having my die cut, and this is looking gorgeous. So actually when I was making this, I had a very nice fairy Christmas theme in my mind, and that's what I wanted to make. Of course, I'm going to come up with many more videos on Christmas decor items, so please do stay tuned to my channel. Also, if you just want me to make up something really interesting, do let me know in the comment section that what you want me to come up next. So yes, this is how I am sticking up my bow. So I'm just roughly leaving a gap of approximately 4.5 to 5 inches between each bells, and I'm going to make sure that I stick this well. So initially I just stick the 4 bells, and later on I thought I will add one more at the end. Now once I'm done with these work, then I am going to have my blink lace on the center. Now this could have been done at the starting, but I did not want to waste this beautiful blink lace on just to stick it on beneath my bells. So I just came up with this idea. Then I'm going to have it in smaller pieces, and I'm going to stick it on each gap, on each rope which is visible on my hanging. So yes, here you will have to take out the measurements and cut it accordingly. If you want, you can just have the blink completely, and then you can stick your remaining cutouts. So this is super easy. You just need to make sure that you overlap your dies on the top of your blink so that the cuttings are not visible. But if you are using a fuller one, you do not have to worry about that. So yes, with this blink, I actually had an idea of adding some little silver flakes to it, and that's the reason I thought of this silver blink is going to work really well. Now here, as you can see, that I have first sticked my leaves, then I have added my bow. This is just to settle down and highlight my bells a little more. And the leaves at the background, they look absolutely gorgeous, and of course the leaves are of very big sizes, so they are popping out from my bows and it's looking beautiful. Now just in case if you want, you can even add some of the beautiful white cotton laces to it, and it's going to look beautiful. Now of course the top part was visible, so I had to add a blink to it. Here I'm just going to flip it around, cut a little short and stick it to the back. Now if you are using a cardboard piece, you might just want to paint it with white color, and once you do that, you really don't need to add any of these kind of blinks at all. So now I am super happy with this, and once I am done with all my sticking work, then I'm going to have these beautiful silver beads on the top of it. Now this is completely optional, but I would highly recommend you to go for some of the beautiful shining beads or the blinks. Those are going to match up really well with your project. So nothing too much here, just I'm adding a 1 dot of my beads on each of my hangings, and this is looking absolutely gorgeous. Now as the end of my hanging is still remaining, because I was really confused on what to do, then I came up with this idea of having the same repetitive pattern at the end also, because so that it looks like a one complete piece. Now honestly, I would have loved to have a silver color bells or some hangings beneath that, but honestly because of Corona, the markets are closed and I could not go out, so I just felt that this idea is also good. So if you can, then you can definitely have some nice hangings or bells beneath at the end of this hanging. That is going to look a little more beautiful and a little more festive. So yes, here we are done, and this looks absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. Now it's time to add my hanging to the back. Of course we need to hang this, and for hanging I just came up with this idea of having my same cheesecloth, making an dummy hook for the back, and I'm going to stick this with my glue gun. Now honestly, when we do these kind of sticking work, we are not very sure if it's going to last, but I have been using this for for a week or 10 days, because I'm editing this video a little late. So yeah, it's hanging perfectly, and this looks perfectly, and this is settled down perfectly. So yeah, this is a quick tip which you can use. You don't have to buy any artificial rings. So yes, here with this my project is done. Now it's time to make another one. So of course with this I wanted to make a cute little hanging for the door. So what I did is I have this beautiful white lace. This is a very broad lace, approximately of 4 inches, and I thought of making a nice circular pattern with this one. So for the base I have taken up a thick, very thick 280 GSM cardstock, and then I'm going to stick my lace on the top of it. Now if you don't have a lace, you can go with the same cheesecloth. Of course you will have to add a little more detailing to it, because of lace this overall hanging look came out so beautifully that I can't even imagine. And of course you will see all these pictures at the end of the tutorial. Like I said, of course I'm coming up with so many tutorials very soon on my channel. Just in case if you want me to come up with anything particular, do let me know in the comment section. Now here I'm done with my sticking work, and like I always say that glue guns are such a savior for all the quick crafters like me, because it saves a lot of time on your sticking and your drying process. So yeah, this is really good thing. Now once I'm done with this, of course I will have my leaves on the top of it, and then I'm going to have my bells. Like I said, when I was doing my die cutting, I actually did so much of die cutting of these leaves, that because they are so pretty and so beautiful, so I just thought I will use them. And this actually makes as a perfect coordinated decor. Now just a random idea, if you want you can use these same leaves and the cuttings for your gift wrapping, and they look gorgeous. So here I'm done with my sticking work. Of course a bead is a must, because it really complements my project really well. Now for the hook, here I have taken up the woolen thread. So I just arranged a few of the the woolen threads together, and I'm going to use this as a hanging. Now this can be used as your Christmas tree hanging or your door hanging. So yes, with this my projects are done. This is how my first wall hanging look. This looks absolutely beautiful, and I'm super happy with the way it has turned out. This is what exactly I wanted to create, and this is what exactly it has came out, and I'm super happy. Of course I'm listing down all the supplies linked down in the description box. Do check that, and do not miss out these beautiful dies from Dress My Craft, and I'm sure you are going to create something beautiful for your Christmas this year. Thank you so much for dropping in, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you once again. Take care. Bye bye.